Hi, everybody. Queen Crystal King in the building. Thank you guys once again for coming over and hanging out. Uh, I just wanted to give a little rundown on my day and to let you guys know where I'm at with my journey with ovarian cancer. Today, I had to reschedule an appointment. Um, I want to transfer all of my doctors to the same branch. And I found out that today my next chemo is on Thursday. So they're still talking with me and working with me. They never stopped. But they're saying that I need a little bit more time to recover. And this is why I keep pushing this live button and I keep talking, because what God has left me with, I'm very grateful for. And I may have a long way to go. I may not. I'm not gonna claim anything. But I am gonna say that as long as I can, I'm gonna keep coming on here and hanging out with you guys and letting you know where I'm at. Ugh, I feel like I'm pushing it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do so. Um, I did a few things around the house, but I have to really pace myself. The goal for me that I'm hearing from my family is they want me to be strong enough to handle my chemo. And me, I'm kind of used to pushing through and getting what I need done. You know, I don't like bothering people and asking people to help me, but I have gotten a little better with it. And I intend to get I do intend to get better with it. Um I feel like I have some more progress to do in that area. I realized that that scared a lot of people, including myself. But this is something that has been put on my plate, and everything else that has been put on my plate, I did my best to clear it. Sometimes I got full and I wrapped it up, but very next day it's still there. So that's just what I'm doing. I'm taking one challenge at a time, 1 minute at a time. Uh, I feel stronger. I'm I can only compare myself to myself. So as a result of doing what they're asking me to do, allowing people to help me and to keep you guys abreast of what's going on, um, it's given me that drive to keep going. I have two beautiful sons, and my mother is still here, and I really do have a best friend, but I can actually say that my mother is one of my best friends. And that's rare on a lot of occasions because I don't really hear that much, but there are some tight knit families, and I have one of them. I want to do more work on my channel, but it really takes a lot out of me because I'm really not that tech savvy. And what I'm doing right now is about as high tech as I choose to get. Hey, Benji, I love you, boo. I was just saying that, coming on here and talking and, letting you guys know where I'm at with everything. I feel like I'm kind of pushing it, but, it still gives me the drive to keep going. Um, my next chemo is Thursday, and I rearranged some appointments today, and then some appointments they would like for me to wait until I recover a little longer. It's because my memory, and it's not that it's getting worse. I would never say that if that's not the case. It's just that they want me to take a little bit more time and recover, before I start another treatment that, I discussed with my caseworkers. But and I was also talking about the close knit family that I have, and that I have a best friend, but my mom is like one of my best friends. I missed you, girl. What you been up to? I think I'm just gonna keep talking. I kind of hear myself getting a little raspy a bit, but I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all. Um, I said earlier that I do feel stronger, but I also know I got a ways to go. So you're working. You are such a sweetheart. You really are. It's cool to me if I have one person or many people. I know that you genuinely came over here for me, and I don't have to put on airs or try to lie or, say something about other people when it's really not my business. You came over here just for me to be me. And I'm hoping that, you'll come back and we can kick it again. It's no problem. I love hanging out with you. I'm not happy about this chemo coming up though. I'm really not. But I'm gonna try and do a upload. When I do a upload, I have more control over what happens because I can stop and start it. I guess I could with the live as well, but I don't think the results would be the same. I feel like I'm saying the same things over and over, but it's okay. It's cool. I also am taking more notice of the water that I drink, because I want to make sure I drink a certain amount every day. I'm not to the point where I'm like OCD or I'm like a fanatic or anything, but I promise you, I had no idea that I was that dehydrated. So I'm just gonna take it as something that needed to be brought to my attention. That, praise God, it didn't cost me my life, and it is something that I can change. I'm kind of sort of not in the sweetheart business at this time, but I can say that it is good to have someone that cares about you and checks on you and to see if there's anything they could do, to help or make you comfortable. That I don't take for granted. So I'm happy about that. There are a few people I talk to on YouTube, not many. I can count them on my hand, but it's quality people. I don't need quantity people, so I'm comfortable with that. I'm still forcing myself to eat because it's like if I eat a little bit, I'm okay. I don't want to eat a little bit. I want to make sure that I have the proportions that I'm supposed to have. And I'm doing a lot better with that as well. Uh, my sons are checking on me always. My mom, Lord have mercy, bless her heart. I mean, it's like she talks to me like she still has to brush my hair up in ponytails for school. And I have to respect that because she said, once you become a mother, you don't stop being a mother, no matter how old your child is, that's still your baby. And I feel the same way about mine. Hi, Micah. Hi, Micah. How you doing, love? Happy New Year to you as well. Definitely. I don't know. A little bit, I'm like, where's the drama? And then I catch myself like, really? You want drama? No, 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 no. That was a mistake. I misspoke. I meant to say, where's my mama? But yeah, I'm just going to give myself the time I need to recover and do what it is I need to do. Keep talking to you guys, hanging out with y'all. What's been going on with you, Micah? This has been a very, very, very interesting New Year's. But I tell you what, it's one I've never seen before, and that's all right with me. Let me see. Crystal, glad you're here with us. You're doing God's work right now. Thank you. I'm going to I'm going to I'm going to be a testimony. As a matter of fact, I am a testimony. Um I really sat back and thought about the different things that, God brought me through and I was like, yeah, like it was a lot and it still is a lot. But he never sleeps, he never slumbers and thank goodness because whew, I don't know. That was a close one. I spent some time with my grandbaby this weekend, and child, he is taller than my refrigerator. But he's just so sweet and so humble. Trust me, he got his days. But I think it's very important that you let a child know that it's good that they're showing empathy. There are a lot of children, and I hate to say it, but it started off really small, that they really don't have empathy. And there's a natural process of your child, your mother cares for you, your father cares for you, you grow older, you have children, and what you do is, as they say, you teach a child in the way you would have them go. And I see these little things with these little smart mouth kids. Oh my goodness, it just makes my head spin. Tell daddy no. Tell daddy shut up. I'm like, what? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What fresh hell is this? Mm-mm. Not up in Nana's house. And they think that stuff is cute. And it's really not, because that child is learning from the very first teacher, and that's the parent. And if you're letting them know that that little smart, flippant attitude is cute, they're going to do what they think is pleasing you. And that's not the case. We never did play that. We never did play them kind of reindeer games. Not at all. Did anybody get stimulated? I got stimulated. I said, well, there's some bills. But I did do a little something, something for myself. I gotta do that. I learned a long time ago. Pay yourself first. Because had you not did what you needed to do to make this process happen, how was it going to happen? And oh, it's coming, mama. It's coming. And I don't know. I really, really need to give myself more credit. And I feel like that's wrong, but I'm going to say that I did my best today, and I pray it was enough. That's what I'll do. So, Micah, where you at? What state? Doc's free zone, my love. I'm in Pennsylvania. Binge, binge. I can't wait to show you my candles when they come in. There's a lot of lives going on right now, and this one is not that action packed, and I'm not kicking myself for it at all. Like I said, I'm just going to continue to exercise my voice and come on here and let y'all know what's going on. Micah said, hold on, babe. Let me put my glasses on. Micah said, I can patiently wait. God's taking care of me, and he's keeping me in good position. Nashville, Tennessee. All right now. All right. I didn't know I was talking to somebody from Tennessee. I was telling my mom, I know so many people from all over, all over, you know. I can pretty much say I know people from at least about 30 states. And I never saw that coming. I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but it's like I love it when I paid all my bills and I put some money in my savings and I have a little bit of change, but I just really feel good when I take care of my bills. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm an angel, but I mean, that means something to me. It really does. And it's like, a prayer for those who don't have a place to live, thinking about all the things that we're dealing with and to not have a place to live. I mean, it's heartbreaking. So, me, I try to be grateful, as grateful as I can. And If I can help someone, I'll help them. But I'm sorry, some people don't want to be helped. And I'm not going to ask God, to spare me another day so that I can just waste all my time and energy on someone that does not want to be helped. And I don't make that I don't make that ultimate decision. It's something that I get in my gut that lets me know it's time to back off. I feel that way. Yes, helps you to feel secure. It does. It does. And I know, like, a lot of people get a kick out of saying, excuse me, I have to keep drinking, drinking, and to keep talking. They're like, I live here, I live there, I pay this much, this is what I pay for my furniture, this is what I paid for my car. And I mean, if they're like achievements or goals for you, I'm happy for you. One thing I don't do is hate. I don't hate on nobody at all. But what I don't like are braggarts. I don't like people that brag and put other people down because they're not where they are. That's what I don't like. And to me it blocks my blessing. To me it does. And I know for a fact that you can't take it with you. So to achieve those things because you worked so hard for them and you're grateful and stuff like that, that's okay. But I'm not trying to come up just to look down on somebody. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Time is precious. We have to be careful to whom we give it to. And that's the truth. That is the truth. It really is. And it's like the energy that I do have, the energy that I do have, I try to use it positive. I do. If I'm not able to do a lot of physical things, which I'm not at this time, I'll try and help in other ways. We have to be humble. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We do. And what I have belongs to me. And whether it's the same price or better than what you've paid, where I live is what I pay for. It's not the Taj Mahal. My home is what I make it. And I am trying to flip a few things around, change it up a little bit. Because I was starting to get a little depressed. But I think what bothers me also is when a person says they come out and tell you that they are depressed, there's nothing else. No one else should be talking after that besides the person who's saying I'm depressed. You have these sidewalk psychiatrists that knows what's best for you. And a lot of times they really don't have a clue. So I made sure that when things started getting a little too heavy for me, I made an avenue or accepted an avenue where I could talk and release some of it. And most likely by the end of the conversation, what's going on has been resolved, or I'm now living in a solution. So I'm very empathetic. I really am, to a fault sometimes. Micah, you always come over with some good stuff, you and Benj. I look at everything, it's a loan from God, including me. True. So I've learned I have to take care of God, take care of God's stuff. I know that's right. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. God's property. I just keep getting a I just keep getting the feeling that there's something that I was supposed to say or do, and I can't put my finger on it, but I have to get better with that because that's enough to keep you up at night. What I'm remembering at the time, is good. Deal with what's in front of you. Sometimes I pile a lot of stuff on, and it's not nobody else or nothing else. It's me. So, and they're not saying that the memory thing is permanent. They're just saying, take it easy, Crystal. Don't do too much and take time to recover. So, we'll check back, because there's no reason why you can't come back from this. And I'm all right with that. You're right. Sometimes people just need you to listen. That's true. That is true. That is true. I was able to look back on some life lessons, and there are a lot. And some of them I knowingly did, some of them I unknowingly did. But regardless of whether it's knowing or unknowing, the responsibility and the accountability still falls on me. So I just try to live my life as best I can, help when I can, and realize it's okay to say no if I need to say no. And I have to be the most important person in my life. I have to be. Ugh. I'm just praying that God continues to smother and cover me when it comes time to get this chemo. When I first got chemo, I didn't know what to expect. You see, I lost a nephew to brain cancer, and he was only 15. And I was thinking to myself, did it hurt? Like he did have to have surgery on his head, but the Lord called him home. But I was thinking, like, when I do the chemo, is it gonna hurt? I already deal with chronic pain, but is it gonna burn when it goes in? You know, I I just had my own projections of what it was gonna be like. So then my mom just stopped me mid sentence and started praying. And no, it didn't hurt when it goes in. Actually, you don't feel it. I don't feel it. The process at times are hours and hours at a time. That's the only thing. Welcome back, Bench. It's a very long process. I find that when I clear my mind and pray that, the the Lord is still working through the doctors and their knowledge and how they handle my case, and to continue to put their patient first. It bothers me about those who didn't make it because of cancer. That's a touchy subject in my family. And like I said, I'll try as much as I can to take you guys on a journey with me. I'll do the best I can with that. Because there are a lot of HIPAA laws that you have to be careful of. And also, well, mainly the HIPAA laws are for the actual healthcare workers and doctors and stuff. But when I had my camera on, there were people who thought I was recording them. I wasn't recording them. Um, I'm only trying to leave something in my own words about what's happening. And God forbid, should that ever come up in anyone's life within the sound of my voice and further, just pray for God's will. I don't always understand it, but I have to accept it. So it's kind of hard to accept that almost 5 years ago, I had breast cancer and I had what they call a complete recovery. And then to be dealing with cancer again, it's first I thought it's not fair. I was really scared. And then I started getting those thoughts. This may be the one that takes me out, you know. And of course, my very best friend on earth and my mom was on the phone with me and brought me back because my mind was gone. That's the last thing I expected for them to tell me because I had a stomach ache. It was the last thing I thought I'd hear. But it's possible. It's very possible to accept what's happening and just pray for the best. I still say I'm recovering from breast cancer because I am in remission of that. We're just going to deal with this bout of cancer. You know, the only thing that's going to happen is what God will allow to happen. Not trying to be a spokesperson or someone that has all the answers. I'm just a mother of two that got hit with a ton of bricks straight to the gut, and I'm still dusting myself off. I just say, you know, God, please help me be strong. God, why am I crying all day? And then it's like, well, why am I laughing so much? And there are days where it's like, why can't I feel anything? It's a lot of mixed emotions with it. We appreciate you for being here. God still works. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And me and my mom was talking about, like, from the first video that I made when I was in the hospital to this one right now. Whew, I can't believe I sounded that bad. That was really, really rough. Um, but I'm still very happy with my doctors. I'm happy with that choice. I respect their decisions. I ask whatever questions I need to ask because when it comes to my life, I want to make an informed decision. I just don't take anybody's word for it. But let me tell you what's been aggravating me more than anything. People are still hitting me up and asking me, am I going to sign into the lawsuit for ovarian cancer? No, no, and no. I'm not. I realize that all money is not good money, and I would not be being truthful. So if anybody tells you that's what I did, that's not true. I would never do that. I don't remember getting those instructions coming up. I don't remember that. Um, I use cornstarch almost everything, and I recommend it to my grandchildren's parents about cornstarch. I realize the importance of getting compensation if that is your situation. And I pray that the result that those people get is the one that they're looking for. But the only result I'm looking for is for them to tap me on the shoulder again and tell me that I'm cancer free. So I don't want to be a part of nothing like that. Let me show you how. This is what you say. This is how. Might as well change the subject. I can't say I'm broke as a church mouse, but I will say that there's got to be a better way than lying. It's got to be a better way. I manage. I'm not rich, but I manage. And I'm grateful. But that's just not something I want to be a part of. Not at all. Yeah, people are so silly, and it's like with the pandemic and a lot of people not working now and unemployment on the jabs because they're not really doing people right. And then you got 45 wanting us to believe that he got cheated. And you're doing your best for groceries, you're doing your best for heat, for all these different things. And a lot of times, those different cons or strategies that they use is out of desperation. But I just pray that I don't get that desperate. But it will be on this live that I have said I would never do anything like that. Now I talk to my mom almost every day, and we had that conversation, and I'm good. I do know that if I was ever in need to the point where I didn't have it and I didn't have a way to get it, God will make a way because he always has. But yeah, but that would be a perfect thing if that was my mindset. Sure, let me jump on this. Let me get a piece of this. I know one lawsuit I was thinking about when I got my first doing my first cancer treatment. My hair was taking too long to grow back. I told my mom, you know what? Starting tomorrow, if I don't see no hair trying to grow, I'm gonna call these people and I'm gonna make me an appointment because this stuff gave me permanent hair loss. My hair came back even thicker. Micah says, you're rich like me. Our Father is rich in houses and in land and will supply all our needs. This is true. This is why I like talking to you, Micah. This is why I like talking to you. That's true. And one thing I know for a fact that I have seen my mom make $1 out of 15 cents. And if she could do it, I could do it. I'm glad that she taught us how to make a pot, you know, how to put a little something away or put a piece of meat down in the freezer and you know, you never know where one day you'll be digging through there and you'll be like, oh, I didn't even know I had this. Or I forgot I had it. I'm finding that during all of this that's going on, and a lot of the people, let me see what I'm thinking of. A lot of the food giveaways and stuff are still very, very long lines in it. And more people than ever have been relying on these things. And I have I can honestly tell you that I have been in here with a freezer, 2 freezers, and a refrigerator full of food to the point where I'm saying, uh, I got a couple packs of chicken legs or whatever, you got in your room in your freezer. And it's like almost I find myself getting mad because I love to shop. I do. I love to shop. But it's like I ain't got no place to put it because I don't have any place to put it. And I guess once the weather starts changing more, um, I maybe I'll be cooking more. Maybe not. I don't know. But I said that to say, boy, when I first heard about this virus and all the stuff that was, oh my God, I'm panicking. And it's like people have loved ones that are in facilities and you don't even know they passed away. You can't even go see them. And now, people are trying to eat the best way they can, make money the best way they can. And all these kids are getting homeschooled. And either that means one or both parents have to rearrange their schedule, still make enough money to live and be there for their children. And that's a lot of pressure. And I I really do look forward to the day where all this is behind us because this new normal is really breathtaking. It really is, and not in a good way. So that's what I mean. You remember that part in the Bible when they were talking about the manna from heaven and they were saying just get enough for that day and people end up trying to hoard it so they can, put some away, but that wasn't what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to take enough manna for one day. And the next day it was no good. It was all rotten and stuff, because that's not what the Lord had said. That wasn't the message. So I say that to say that there are people who are gathering up and racking this and trying to get all the free stuff they can get, and they really don't even have enough room for this stuff. And if there's a time or two where you can step back because the Lord has blessed you, where you don't have to go this week, that could be another family that could get in line and get help. I used to volunteer for Phil Abundance, and they have the trucks full of food and stuff that we give out to the families, fresh um fruit and vegetables and sometimes meat. But what did you say, baby? Hoarding is communicating to God that you don't trust him. That's right, Benj. That's right. That's right. It is. Even in the Lord's Prayer, it says, give us this day our daily bread. It says nothing about a loaf. Nothing about a loaf. Give us this day our daily bread. And I'm telling you, from the beginning of this, excuse me, from the beginning of this all the way up until today, God has provided me with my basic needs: food, shelter, and clothing. And that is true. And we're able to look out for each other as a family. And I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful. It was really startling to see how everything dried up. And it was also startling, not really, because you had some people that thought that wearing masks was a sign of weakness or you're giving in. And my personal opinion is that's how a lot of this uh that's how a lot of this virus got spread further than it really should have, because I can't stand that when people don't take things serious. You would rather jump on a lie than to sit still and listen to the truth. It was really sad. Then I had a son who went to New York and volunteered with the doctors and first responders so that they could be relieved because they've been working so many hours straight in a row. And I did not want him to go. I did not. And I did not lie about it. I said, if you ask, should you go? Me, I would say no. But because you made up in your mind that that is what you're going to do, I will stand behind your decision and we will keep you in prayer. And boy, that was very hard. But he's home now and he's doing good. He made a few moves. And then I was to the point where it's like, God, I apologize. I do believe that you'll protect my son. I just don't believe that they will protect him. And I just talked out my fears. And it just got to the point where when I heard from him and then he was able to see me, it made things a lot easier. But someone has to be there when the hospital doors open. Someone has to be there when it's time for surgery, and all those things. And that's what he wanted to do. And I'm glad. I'm proud of him. And I'm glad you don't have to go back as of this minute. But back to that, the hoarding part. One time after my fill abundance, they were giving out turkeys, whole turkeys. And as volunteers, we get a turkey. So we passed out turkeys to everyone. And it was enough turkeys for them to come back in line and get another turkey, which was fine with us because we were able to get another turkey. And some people came up late and they may have missed the other parts, like the fruits and the vegetables and the bread and things like that, but they were still able to get some meat. Well, after everything was over, we still had turkeys left. And there was this one lady, she was trying to run over there to us. Is it over? Is it over? Y'all done? I'm like, yeah, we're done. I'm like, are you just now getting here? She says, yes. I was trying to get here. I said, do you have a turkey? She said, no. I reached in my cart and handed her a turkey. She was like, are you serious? Yes, absolutely. How could I have about 4 or 5 turkeys and this woman is coming up here out of breath trying to get some meat and I walk past her with them turkeys and don't even offer her one? I'm sorry. I ain't built like that. I ain't built like that. And that's exactly what I was doing. I was giving them away at the bus stop because when you have meat, you can't send that back. You have to give it all away. Uh, yeah. Now I was giving out turkeys at the bus stop, calling my family, making sure everybody was good. I learned that, I don't know, I feel good when I do stuff like that. I feel good when I share and when I talk about my bargains and different tips on how to save money and you're not skimping on the quality of what you're saving money on. I love coupons. Let me ask y'all something. Have you ever noticed that there's an 800 number on the back of a lot of your products? If you haven't, on the back of a bag of Petra's Farm cookies is an 800 number. And when you call that 800 number, you're giving your opinion on that product, that you liked it or that you didn't like it, or you're wondering if they have any coupons. Are they paper? Are they digital? And I have saved big money. I mean, I've gotten things basically for free just because of those 800 numbers on the back of the products. I love that kind of stuff. Now, see, I really stopped myself because every year, a day after Christmas, all Rite Aid holiday marked items are half price or more. And I had got so many gift sets and like those little SpongeBob stuffed toys. Them bad boys is $20. By the time I got to them, they was about $5. Hello, Miss CeeLo. Newsworthy update. How are you, love? You look familiar. Did you have a channel with a different name? I remember just this. Oh, okay, okay, okay. We here. Gotcha. We just kicking it. We not really talking about much of anything. I'm just running my mouth. No, I've always been CeeLo. That's what I remember, CeeLo. But the Mrs. Newsworthy update part, I don't know that. I don't remember that part, but I do remember you. I used to watch you. So yeah, how are you making out? Happy New Year to you, first of all. How are you making out during this pandemic? We were talking about that. We were talking about, well, basically a little bit of everything. But always, yeah, we just basically been talking about a little bit of everything. You know, if there's something you want to say, or if you have a channel, you want to put your channel link in, you're more than welcome. Hi, watermelon sugar. Huggies. Oh my goodness. I just love her so much. Hey, baby girl. Okay. Miss CeeLo said you can use coupons with those discounted items if they have manufacturer's coupons, which is true. And I was also talking about I'm rolling with the punches. Yeah, we all are, sis. We all are. Yeah, I was talking about they have 800 numbers on the back of your products. And sometimes with those 800 numbers, you can let them know how you like your product, how do you like their product. If you do or if you don't, ask them if they have coupons, digital or paper. And I also forgot to say, I try to go to stores where I get double coupons. So if there's a coupon for 20 cents, I get 40 cents off, for that example. Well, thank you for all the warm welcomes. You are more than welcome. And like I said, if you have a channel and you want to put your link in, this is not a big channel, but you're more than welcome. Watermelon sugar, how you feeling? Taking it one day at a time, baby girl. Taking it one day at a time. I'm swinging and banging, baby. Swinging and banging. And the only one that got hickeys is the devil. Gas money better be giving you all the hugs and kisses I've been sending you. Lord have mercy. Hold on for a second. There you are, Miss CeeLo. And I'm going to keep that up there for a minute. Well, actually, watermelon sugar, gas money is the one who spotted the distress and noticed that I was acting differently. And he was trying to get through to me and he couldn't, and he called someone and he had my mom on the phone. Um he called my doctor and they told them to take me to the ER right away. And I was in the hospital for Christmas, but still trying to figure out what's going on. Like I said, um as when I tell the story of what happened, it's because that's what they told me. I really don't remember a lot. And come to find out, when they did my MRI, they found out that I had a stroke, and they didn't know when I had it, but there's evidence that I had it. So I had to go through these tests and stuff, and I was really confused. My levels had gotten critical, and he was saying that I wasn't eating in like about 1 or 2 days. And I just don't remember not eating for 1 or 2 days. I don't remember that. I mean, I have a refrigerator in my room. I'm well stocked with things to drink, non-alcoholic. Have to say that. But yeah, and I just didn't know. And between him and his brother and my family and my best friend, had I not gotten to the hospital when I did, we wouldn't be talking right now. So he's been making sure I'm good, checking on me every day, and trying to make provisions for someone to come and help me when I need it. I also have a caregiver, but Gas Money is my son, for those of you who don't know. That's what I nicknamed him because almost every time he came here, that's all he was talking about. He need gas money. So, but he's been doing good with his business, and uh, he's just been making time for me, and I truly appreciate him and I thank him because had he not noticed anything, I I didn't notice anything. I didn't think anything was wrong, but I'm grateful. Thank you. I've been sub to you for a while. Oh, I appreciate that. Um, I like YouTube. I like supporting YouTubers, but this is not one of those high tech channels. This is one of those kind of laid back grown folk channels. You know, very rarely will you see me on here dragging anybody, but believe me, it's not because I don't think they need to be dragged. It's just that I ain't really feeling it. God bless him. Thank God. Yes, child. Yes. Yes, I am. I am thankful. I pray to God for your complete and total healing, sis. Feel better really soon. I'm actually doing so much better than I was. And they still want me to take a little bit more time and recover a couple more weeks. And then there's some other people I'd like to talk to if that's necessary. Um, Watermelon Sugar Watermelon Sugar said, "Hey CeeLo, oh Cislo, I apologize. Hey Cislo, I changed my name since I last saw you. I was Mama of 6 plus. That is true. When I met her, she was Mama of 6 plus. I'm pretty laid back, drama free. Amen. Now I do partake in the mess because some of it is straight hilarious, but I would never try to hurt nobody. OMG, I was wondering how you were, Mama. Yeah, we was following her around the same time. Watermelon Sugar. I miss you, Mama. I still remember when your hubby did your makeup. That was the funniest thing when Jeremy did her makeup. Oh my God, that was and that was so creative. I've never seen anybody do that before. I'm glad we ran into each other. Um, Watermelon Sugar, put your link in the chat. The link to your channel and whatever channels else channels that you have. I meant to say any other channels. LOL. Yeah, he's a mess. That was if you could have seen the concentration face that he was making when he was doing it wasn't that bad either. Wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad. Me too, Mama. Please, Kit. Okay. Yes. Please drop your links in the chat. You're more than welcome. Anyone who comes over here to my platform is more than welcome to drop their link. Here you are, love. This is Watermelon Sugar. This is her link. Beautiful, beautiful person. Most adorable little kids. And ooh, her makeup, the way she does her makeup is like when she blows up, I get to say, I know her. I knew her. I know her. All you have to do is say Crystal King. All you gotta do is say Crystal King to her. She'll know who I am. I'm so proud of you though. You're doing so well. My girl gonna blow up. You watch. She's gonna blow up. And I love the way she does the makeups for different seasons and colors that I wouldn't be caught dead wearing. I mean, she just love it. I just love it. I'm just so proud of her. Um, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Remember that challenge that you and Jeremy did where you had to taste the food? I don't know what you called it, but can't copy the link for some reason. Oh, well, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put your link up, Miss CeeLo. Eat it or wear it. That's what it was. Um, I'm gonna put your link back up, Miss CeeLo, and see if she can copy yours. Okay. Either way, you have each other's channel names. Yes, it was called Eat It or Wear It, and you had to make a choice as to whether you wanted to eat it or wear it. That was so disgustingly funny. Woo! Some of the stuff that they went in the store and got was like, Lord, there's no way in the world I have to wear it. I can't eat that. Can't do it. Oh shoot. I didn't mean to take that down yet. Let me put it back up again. Sorry, love. Yeah, we used to have a lot of fun. We really did. Used to have a lot of fun. She said she found you, CeeLo. Say CeeLo. Lord have mercy. Please forgive me. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Sislo. He said, yeah, that was a mess. It was. It was. I want you to get back on here so we could do some of the stuff that we used to do. Like, it really doesn't get off the ground over here. But we used to do the old school candy. What's your favorite old school candy? Cicelo asked you to comment, Watermelon. She said, okay, comment on something so I can find you. And then she said, it's okay, sugar. I will still answer. Okay. I cannot believe I've been on here for an hour. But like I said, this is not one of those high tech channels. Um, I'm still proud of my thoughts. I'm still proud of the effort that I put into it. And I'm not an angel. Pass the word. I'm not an angel. But that's not really my thing, like going in. But I can't say I never have. I used to swing and bang in them chats. Whew, heavy. it just got to be too much. So I backed up. Where's fresh pressed juice? She said, okay, she will comment so you can find her. Where's fresh pressed juice? I talked to her on the DMs, and I didn't even know I was gonna go live. But I thank you guys for the support. I always say I'm corny, or this is like, you know, one of those boring channels. But the few people that are loyal and continue to come over, you know that the person I'm going to be is myself, and that's all I can be. And yet you still come. So I take that as support. Ooh, Benji, you still in here? Who else? Micah. Micah, baby. Haven't seen you guys comment in a second. Yeah, I've been on here for over an hour. And like I said, I'm going to continue to challenge myself, and I'll just turn on the camera and start talking. She said, you aren't boring at all. You know, you get me right together. Child, I thank you. I do. Sometimes people act like because you're over 50, you're too old. And that's spoken from someone who's in their 30s, maybe 40s. But when you think about the life expectancy and how people have gotten to that age, you know, good, bad, or indifferent, when it comes time for you to be over 50, I'm quite sure that you won't be saying that you're old. But I guess people can't really comprehend that. So, what I want to know is everybody is doing the best they can through this pandemic. What is your one go to meal that you make that everybody is satisfied with and it doesn't cost that much? Come on, watermelon. I know you're going to give me one or six. Mine is, well, I'm in here by myself, but my go-to meal doesn't take that long and fills me up, and it's a good source of protein. I like egg whites. I take the put some butter or margarine in a pan, salt and pepper my egg whites. Sometimes I buy it in a carton, or sometimes like if I get like a bunch of eggs and they're cheap, I just take the yolks out and use the white. And I get some wheat toast, a cup of tea, and I will eat that sandwich and I will be so satisfied. So satisfied. Okay, what you got for me, girl? Pasta is cheap. They love it and it's filling. The truth. That's true. Mac and cheese with ham. Yes. Hamburger helper. Basically on that realm. Chicken and rice. That's right. That's right. Let me see. What's another one? Um, I like to make chicken and dumplings, and my son loves it when I put spinach in it. I love chicken and dumplings. Pancakes and eggs. Yep, absolutely. Me and my grandson just had pancakes and bacon. Shoot, that boy can eat a whole pack of bacon himself. Talking about Bubby, watermelon sugar, he's 15. He is 15 and he is taller than my refrigerator. She also says pigs in a blanket, little smokies and crescent rolls with cheese. Absolutely. Had you ever tried this is a recipe, right? Do you guys like cooked apples or cherries, like the pie fillings? Yes, he's 15 and his voice is almost deeper than his father's. Yes, yes, indeed. Okay. You like that? Have you ever seen the egg roll wrappers in the store? You know, like they're like sheets, but it's the egg roll wrapper. Um, you can make like if you have hamburger, cheese, or something like that, and you put it in the egg roll wrapper, you fold it and you seal it, I think with flour and water, I'm not sure. And then you got like ground beef and cheese, or you could use those steak, the ones you use for like cheese steak, chicken, cheese steak, all that kind of meat. You season it up how you want it. You put it in the egg roll wrapper. You fold it and you fry it. And when you pull it out, they got that crunch of an egg roll. You can slip some vegetables in there if you want. Um, Now, when I was talking about the cherry pie filling and the apple pie filling, you can take cherry pie filling or apple, flavor it the way you want to, as sweet as you want, put it in the egg roll wrapper, fold it, seal it, and deep fry it. And you have a cherry pie or an apple pie that you can hold in your hand. Does that sound good? You could sprinkle it with a little powdered sugar or regular sugar and cinnamon or something. Really good. The apple almost tastes like please excuse me guys for 1 second. The apple almost tastes like the apple pies at McDonald's, like with that crunch, and you got like the hot apple filling in it. Man, you can go right to the dollar store and get cherry pie and apple pie filling. Or like I said, um if you had something last night and you want to put some of that in there, what is it? Broccoli. I think one of them was broccoli, cheese, and rice. Broccoli, cheese, and rice. Um, Pretty much whatever you want. Pretty much whatever you want. Um, that's an idea. And my mom used to make this for us when we was littler, but I know how to make it now. Um, funnel cake. You have the recipe for the funnel cake, and you get like if you use a measuring cup, you really have to hold it kind of high in order for you to, you know, put it in a pan and make the squiggly designs. But if you have a ketchup or mustard bottle with a tip on it, and you cut the tip a little bit deeper than what it actually is so that the batter can come out, you put that in the pan, and then you turn it over, and then you take it out and you sprinkle it with powdered sugar and cinnamon, or you could take one of them dollar cans of um fruit pie. Yes, you can use a Ziploc bag. You're absolutely right. Um, and you could put the cherries and stuff or the apple on top. Um, peaches. Pretty much make it how you like it, and it's an inexpensive dessert, but it is definitely good. Like, sometimes it's like you figure the kids will say, "Oh, well, my kids swear that that I cook everything in a crock pot." I don't know why they say that, but I don't. But yeah, my girlfriend likes cheesesteak hoagies, not cheesesteak hoagie, cheesesteak egg rolls from the Chinese store, and I like the regular ones. Um, I also saw in one of those recipes another part of that crunch that you get with the egg roll. It's they shred cabbage. You could buy shredded cabbage or shredded yeah, shredded cabbage or and shredded carrots, and just put whatever else that you want in there. I get tortilla shells and fry them and cover them in cinnamon and sugar. Like, exactly. Exactly. Let me tell you something. One of my favorite shows is Carnival Eats. And I notice how creative they are, you know, with the different things from the carnival. I actually saw this guy. He made a Thanksgiving waffle. He took and he made the stuffing. Then he put all the celery, onions, all that stuff in there. And he took a handful of the stuffing, smashed, put it in the waffle iron, smashed it. Then he put the lid down, flipped it over. And when he took it out, it was the stuffing from Thanksgiving. Oh, he also put dried cranberries in it. It was the stuffing from Thanksgiving made into a waffle. And then he put turkey, a little gravy, um, onions, or whatever, like you would have your Thanksgiving side or whatever, and cranberry sauce. And he flipped it over. And when the guy took the bite, oh my goodness, I almost felt it hit the bottom of my stomach. It just looked like it would taste so good. It really did. And I love stuffing when it has a little crunch on it. So a waffle made out of stuffing, I'm there. I am there. Let me see. I saw, what was her name? Her name was Aunt Fee. I think her name was Aunt Fee. And she used to make her little different recipes and stuff where her son was videotaping her. And she be done cussed him out the whole video, but she be trying not to. She took crescent rolls, regular crescent rolls, twisted it like a long twist, and put them in the pan, and she fried them. When she took them out, she sprinkled them with sugar and cinnamon. Oh my gosh, that was so simple and economical, and it just looked like it tastes so good. Now I know I don't need to be talking about all this food this time of night, but I am. I used to have a recipe for donuts. Um, but I'm telling you that pie filling in those egg roll wraps, I would just when I go in the store, I would just ask them, "Could you tell me where your egg roll wraps are?" And just go for it. That's like a little secret weapon, you know? It's like when the kids are almost trying to figure out what meal you're gonna make. Like, oh, it's Thursday. She's probably gonna make such and such. She's probably gonna make such and such. Um, Miss Sugar, do you eat pork, ma'am? Hey, ma'am. If you do, or even if you don't, there's alternatives. But this is another meal, inexpensive. You got your pasta. They get full and they sleep well. You can, for quick donuts, I poke a hole in the middle of a biscuit and fry it, then cover it in glaze. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Now, my mom used to make pork yak for us, and you could use pork chops, or you can use pork loin, or you can use chicken, turkey. Well, you cook it down and you make the gravy, but you make a nice amount of gravy. So then you boil linguine noodles, and you take the meat and the gravy and you put it over top of the linguine noodles. Some people eat raw onions on top. Some people just cook the raw onions in with the meat and stuff. It's according to how they like it. And get you some soy sauce. You talk about good. I'm thinking about making that tomorrow night. A huge pot of chili hits the spot too. And it's cheap. Girl, at one time I said, oh, I want some chili. I want some chili. Because with chemo, you really eat funny. You're kind of finicky with your food because either you need it really spiced up or you need it really bland, and it's kind of hard to get it right in the middle. So I have to eat what I have a taste for, but I have to keep up my appetite. And I was like, oh, I want some chili so bad. I want some chili. And what ended up happening was I was getting my chemo, and gas money went to Panera, and he got me a chili bowl, which was a bowl that was made out of bread, and it was a cup of chili. And I'm telling you, that chili was so good. That chili was so good. Mm. I love when I get a chance to eat what I have a taste for. Or I go straight to my go-to. Go brown me an egg. The egg white has to be brown, not burnt, but brown on both sides. Girl, let's not forget to give credit to the grilled cheese and tomato soup. Yes. I was looking at my can of tomato soup today. Hmm. How did you feel about the last meal I was telling you about? Either use chicken or turkey or pork to make the pork yak or turkey yak or chicken yak. It's good. I love baked beans with hamburger. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. Lord have mercy. But see, when I do the baked beans and the hamburger, I don't like to put sugar in it. Now I won't eat baked beans any other way but that. Um, I guess when I became an adult, I stopped eating beans. I don't. It's not like I don't like them. I just lost the taste for them, or it's like the very last thing I think about. But see, some people be doing too much with baked beans. They be just doing too much. Too much. Meatloaf is good too. And ain't nothing wrong with having a big old bag of potatoes because it just seems like just can't get enough of potatoes. Now, darn it. Now I want some fried potatoes and onions. I'ma hurt you. I really am. I put the baked beans and hamburger in a piece of bread and butter. Now I've never heard of it being eaten with bread and butter. That's different. Does anybody eat hot dogs anymore? I really would rather have kibasi than hot dogs. But I love putting my little lines in my kibasi and rolling it in the pan. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Fried potatoes with some onions and peppers and smoked sausage. Yeah, on site. When I see you, it's on site, okay? Because that sounds good. Get me some kibasi and fry me some potatoes with some onions, peppers. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. On site, remember. Lord have mercy. See, if I keep thinking of all this good stuff to eat, then, I got to pick up. It's not like I'm losing a lot of weight or anything like that. It's just that I have a lot of medicine to take and I can't take it without enough food. And sometimes I'm very satisfied with very little, but I can't continue to do that because that didn't work so well for me. Um it's a horrible feeling to eat, take your medicine and it's not enough food. It's horrible. Feel like somebody is popping bubbles in my head. That medicine will jack you up if you don't eat. Girl, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. And I'm like, ugh, I'm looking at all this medicine I still have. And this lady is saying, oh, your medicine for the month is here. I wanted to say, damn it, more. I caught myself and said, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm cooking. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm cooking. I had to put the mac and cheese in the oven and turn my chicken greens almost done. I will finish in the morning so I don't have to worry. That's another one that's going to be on site. That's another one. I got two on sites in my chat right now. Some spaghetti and garlic bread sounds good. Sis Lo, y'all about to throw down. That's a New Year's meal. Some spaghetti and garlic bread sound good too. And my grandson, he likes to eat poor man spaghetti. Well, that's what we call it, poor man spaghetti. And he likes spaghetti, but he doesn't like hamburger. He don't want nothing in his spaghetti except for sauce and some garlic bread. And he's good to go. Some poor man spaghetti, child. And he be so happy. Oh, that's what it's all about then. I taught him how to make a turkey breast. I showed him how to season it and make sure the season's in it real good. The pan to put it in. And what we do is when we cook, we use a timer. So he'll set it for a time. And when the timer goes off, he lets me know it's time for me to go and check on the meat. And he likes to baste it with the plastic little ball on top, and you suction the juice and baste it. He did pretty good. Girl, I just made dinner for my kids day before yesterday, and there were no leftovers at all. That's what I'm talking about. Mama put a foot in it. I'm just at work starving. Y'all hook me up on binge. Now see what you did, watermelon sugar. See what you did. Even cheaper as long as they eat and are happy. That's true. Well, there are some sweet potato pies. Girl, get it in, get it in. I like a good cheesy potato soup too. Nice and filling. That sounds very good. I like Manhattan clam chowder, but I don't like it too fishy. I only like the Progresso one. Okay. I made baby back ribs and neck bones in the oven, baked turkey wings, greens, fried corn, mac and cheese, cornbread, and 10 pies. Well, dang, are your kids linebackers? Goodness gracious. That's a lot of food. Lord have mercy. But I bet it's good. You sound like you can burn. Miss Sislo, that sounds like a nice spread. Child. Mm. Miss Sislo, I'm on my way to get a plate. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? They done took my finger, put it in my jacket, stick 'em up. Take me to your kitchen. I want everything in here, everything. I love a nice big pot of cabbage. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. I love it. No, but two have three kids and husbands, and then I have two still at home. Oh, okay. Okay. I wish you could get a plate. I would happily cook for you. Oh, that's a beautiful thing to say. Mama, you may not remember, but I cater. Oh, okay. I'm making some cabbage and onions tomorrow. Shut up. Shut up. Now this makes me want to go to the supermarket, make me some greens. I said I was gonna make the pork chop. Crystal, stop. Them greens sound good. I got some kale greens in the freezer. With cabbage and onions. Lord have mercy. Now I remember I was pregnant. I would eat that cold cabbage out the pot. I didn't even need it heated up. Just give me the cabbage. Girl, I'm coming to your place. Lord have mercy. We gonna bum rush her. But you get to looking into them baby's eyes and you be like, never mind. Dang. And I would have had me a plate too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Oh man. Goodness. That sure sounds good. Man, cabbage and onion. I'm still stuck on the cabbage and onions. Lord have mercy. Was there anything that you splurged on and you know you really could not really get this, but you just had to have it? What was it? I did kale greens not too long ago. Them kids tore them down before I could get any. Ooh, I had one little piece of ham hock, and that was it. Oh, well, they know when to come when they want to fill their bellies. Ben said I want it all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make me some pork yolk tomorrow. That'll last me for a couple of days. I'm so glad you said that, Sis Love. I mix kale, cabbage, collards, and broccoli. Yes, with beef neck bones. Oh, I fainted. Okay, I'm back. Woo, this food sound good. This sounds so good. It's giving me a lot of good ideas. If I could, I would eat me a chicken wing right now. Every now and then, I have a taste for hot sauce. Every now and then. But my favorite food is seafood. That's my favorite food. I love watching those cooking channels with those different ways of cooking stuff. Homemade mac and cheese is always a hit around here too. I know that's right. Mama gonna work it out. Mama gonna work it out. Hmm. My kids love crab legs, shrimp, and lobster tail. All right. Now, lobster, I tasted it and it was kind of rich, kind of excuse me, a little too rich for me. Like crabs, and I love me some butterfly breaded shrimp. Oh gosh. Let me see. I love to use that big commodity block cheese to make my cheese sauce. I cannot make that cheese taste right. I can't do it. I mean, I admire people who can do it. I can't. My grandma, my dad's mom, she was famous for her macaroni and cheese. And I'm like, how does she do it? And she makes it and she lets it brown real pretty on the top. Like, how does she do this? She said she goes in the store and gets cheese ends, cheese ends, and just makes it with the cheese ends. And I'm telling you, Best macaroni and cheese in the world. And she also used to make yeast rolls from scratch. Excuse me, guys. Used to make yeast rolls from scratch, and she would make them, and then she would put a little oil on them or something, and put a cloth over it, and put it up real high, and then they would practically double in size. And then when she got done baking them, they was this beautiful, pretty golden brown on top, and just as light and airy and fluffy on the inside. I can make them, but I can't make them from scratch. But I did find a cheat sheet if you're interested. Okay, I'll tell you. You pull my arm. I go to the grocery freezer and you see something that says dinner rolls and they're little frozen balls. They're little frozen balls. And you spray the pan and you set the frozen balls in there. So, you have a little space between them. And you spray the balls again, and then you put the plastic wrap over them, and then you let them rise. And then after they rise, you stick them straight in the oven. And that's the closest thing to my grandmom's rolls that I can make. And I taught my grandson how to make them too. I love making homemade bread. The whole house smells so good. The only time I've had homemade bread is like from my grandma. Yeah, my grandma used to do that. That does sound good. Lord have mercy. I'm going to have to make me a sandwich. I know it. I know it. Oof. I tried my best, my royal best to make that cheese do what it do. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I just can't get it. Nothing like homemade bread with some melted butter. Child. Mm. Shut your mouth and keep on talking. Absolutely. And I'll tell you another thing I like too is pepper steak and rice. That's very good. Can't do liver. Mm-mm. I only cooked it because my late husband wanted it, but I can't even stand the smell of that stuff cooking. Can't stand it. And he liked it. I'm not doing that. He liked it with a little pink inside. Ugh, the whole house to me just stank. Oh well. I gotta let y'all know what I decided to make for dinner tomorrow, but I was gonna make some burgers though. I was gonna make some burgers because my girlfriend had found this hamburger that was on sale, and it was in these vacuum packed packages, and it was a very expensive brand of hamburger that was on sale, so we grabbed them, and I took that hamburger out because I was gonna make hamburger patties. Well, what I can do is I could make hamburger patties and wrap them and put them in the freezer. So if I ever get a taste for a burger or something like that, the patty is already there and seasoned. So I could do that in case I decide to make pork y'all. Pepper steak and rice and broccoli. Yes, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Love it. That sounds good. I'm going to get my tail together and I'm going to cook a meal. I'm not going to order out tomorrow. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to try, but I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to try. Because a lot of times my son will get food sent here, delivery and stuff. And some deliveries are all right if the delivery charge is not that high. Some of them, to me, it's a waste because by the time you get it, it's cold. You know, you gotta heat it up and stuff. But it's just the convenience of not having to go out your door. Ugh, sometimes that's just not enough. Well, guys, I'm sleepy. Take care. See you soon. I pray. Yes, yes, please come back. You're more than welcome. More than welcome. It was good seeing you again. I have been hooked on those frozen pot stickers, dumpling from the grocery store. So good and quick. Never had them. Wait a minute. I think somebody had made me, it's like a dumpling and you put it in butter and then you brown it. It was all right. It was all right. But I do know a lot of people that eat them. Night, Miss CeeLo. Shoot, I did it again. Sislo. And I don't even like him. Please come again. All right, guys, I'm going to have to shut it down. I cannot believe I've been on here all this time. But thank you guys for allowing me to just ramble on and humor me, humor me with my conversations, doing what I do, trying to learn how the StreamYard is working. Right now, this is about as high tech as I can get. I got a banner, y'all. Well, it's time for me to go. I will definitely talk to you guys soon. That and the cheese ravioli. Oh, okay. With some pasta sauce and garlic bread. Let me go eat. I am not going to lie. I'm hungry. That stuff made me hungry. All right. Okay. I love you too. You guys take care. Till the next time. Love, peace, and chicken grease.